We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go in a tropical rain here in Tampa. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5. 2nd and 5. Right back to Irving. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's 1st and 10. We'll go again here with Irving. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Second and 10. On play action, Mayfield. Open man, the tight end, Kokeep. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, and Mecca Ibuka. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. Able to slip one tackle, but not another. He'll be fortunate to get this one back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That's caught outside by Otten. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Here we go. The motion man here is Mitchell. Slot man going to move in motion left.
Hey, Ken. Hey, 551, 551.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9.
Here we go, Scott. 319.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
You know me, Mike. I'm going to sit up here and try to defend my tight ends any chance I get. And I think this one's right on the borderline. I think that's a play he thinks he should have caught. I think his coach knows he probably could have caught it. But that was a tough one. That was no guarantee. So continue to find ways to generate open space downfield. Give him another shot, because more often than not, he's going to make that play. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Point it right.
On 1st down is Mayfield. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
So something they teach these defenders, and especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
At the 35-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Get this complete right side to Otten. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Gain of 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Got him in! It's Ibuka, complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient. And now they get another first down.
A pass pulled in by Irving. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, Baker. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll have more from Tampa after this. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Mayfield to throw. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for, and it'll lead to a second and goal. Irving trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Alert, 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 alert! Stop!
He'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His second rushing touchdown of the year. McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll pick this one away. Khalil Herbert on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
First down. Fields. Open man downfield. It's Mitchell. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon. And it'll wind up being a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
The motion man here is Mitchell.
319.
They send a receiver. in motion left.
Easy. Right.
The handoff. Here comes Hall. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Angel. 19 strikes. Go.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard.
Here we go. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Here we go. Good. Nice. Right.
Now Fields. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
You got it. Here we go. Mayday. 58. Look, yes, no. Sit high.
On the give, it's Hall. He'll push forward for about a yard. Mikey Smith, they're on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 35, here's second and 9.
Up. 319. Right.
Back to throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall, and that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal.
Here we go. 19 strikes. EQ. Go.
Fields. They're called in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Mason Taylor. Touchdown, Jets. That his second TD catch of the season. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jarvis Brownlee. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Fields now to throw on 1st down. And he is out of bounds at the 45. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before
carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Don't jump. Ready?
To throw is Fields. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it looked like one of the Jets was able to get in there and secure it, and they did, so they keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it, and he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 3.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Out, 331. Right.
Fields to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They put Wilson in motion.
222. Chip's here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
You took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering.
Oh, the ball's out. And the Jets come up with the takeaway. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Jets first down. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This fielded at about the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. All right.
They go play action with Fields. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually This play gets erased.
Here we go. Yep. Tonight.
Throwing is Fields. Looking middle. That's the tight end, Taylor. And they'll at least get that penalty yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll set up a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 10. Here we go, son. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And the defense can't allow him to stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
180.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll find Rashad White. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Baker going to hand it to White, and he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
There's a reception for Chris Godwin, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Good. 180. Stop.
Throwing is Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and inches. Now Mayfield. He's got a man. That's the tight end, Otten. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on fourth and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. To throw is Mayfield. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Jets have got it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Good. Easy. Come on, son.
A give. Here's Hall. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Point it right.
On first down is Mayfield. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
What's up?
On the handoff, it's White, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, Baker. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. 17 yards on that play. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. They're called in at the 2, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone,
and he barrels his way into the end zone. Payne Durham, touchdown Tampa Bay. His first touchdown of the new campaign. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Bucs are on top. It's 14-10.
Next to score, Buccaneers 14, Jets 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Angel. Here we go. Good. 3-9. Right.
On first and 10, Fields. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. And the Jets have a first down.
First down.
Hey, Ted. Here we go, front.
Here's Fields. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion.
Go.
On second down, a run with Hall. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
Fields pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. Here's White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. To throw is Mayfield. That is left side and caught by Evans. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Baker to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. And third and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's White. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
So these key for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11.
20!
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Set! 180!
On third down, it's White. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
His kick is good. He got it. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. On the run to the right. He'll look deep, left sideline. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit, and Ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
Again, working deep downfield. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Oh, a loose football. And the offense will get the ball back. He touched down, and that will be a wrap. This game is over. So a win here for the Buccaneers. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.